Alright, so off camera, I was kind of painting the block to be funny to my daughter, and she just did not care. So it's no longer pink, it's gray. So off camera, I want to say I put the rest of the timing components, timing cover, motor mount adapter, all that on the front end of this. Got it buttoned up. On the back, this is new pressure plate, new flywheel. Things you can't see is new throw-out bearing, new shift fork, or new throw-out bearing fork, and rod. These had a known issue that those three, the other two parts, the bearing comes with the clutch, but the fork and the rod that runs all that had a large issue on these cars. There was an updated part. I wasn't sure what this one had, so I just bought new ones, brand new factory AC Delco ones, threw them in here, and that's all been put together now. I've gotten pretty much all the parts cleaned up, I think, and we're getting ready to stab this thing back down in there, hopefully get it lined up right. But this motor was extremely clean. I was very surprised at how clean it was. I want to say it had around 130,000 miles on it. It looked like it had been taken care of. One of the things when I look for used motors, I look for them out of cars that have been wrecked. And what I mean by that is I look for a car that was T-boned. I look for a car that was rear-ended. The reason why I do that is because more than likely the car was running and driving when it was totaled, and why it's in the salvage yard. When you go to a lot of the U-Pull yards, you see a car that just, nothing really looks wrong with it other than maybe it was old or something like that. And I get there's theft recoveries and things along those lines that get in a lot of those places. But me, knowing a good motor with no questions is you usually look for a car that's been T-boned or a car that's rear-ended. And 99% of the time, that was running when that happened. It was driving, they were going down the road, they were stopped at a stop sign or a stoplight when that happened. So that usually tells me that's still a good motor, that's still a good transmission. That's kind of how I look at those things. So we're going to get this thing stabbed down in here now, and hopefully get to the point where this thing's ready to go back together today. I would like to have it back together today. Ready? Nadie. Okay, start going down nice and slow, please.
It needs to go towards you more. More. There you go.
Stop. Okay, go up on the motor just a little bit.
Lower it a little bit.
Up.
Oh.
One more. Right there, I think. Let's go down nice and slow. Hold on one sec.
What?
Hold on. Got to go up a little. That should be good. Okay. Okay, stop.
You need this moved over?
Hold on a second. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, I can't put that in there. All right. All right, set
What?
the engine down a little. Keep going. Keep going.
I think that's all the slack we have, isn't it?
There's more. There you go. All right, jack it up. Front needs to come up. All right, let it down more. More. Okay. Back up. Okay. Okay, we gotta let the cherry picker down just a little bit. Okay. That's not starting.
No. With the right bolt?
Yeah, it's just going to be tight
All right,
because...
there it is.
All right. Just tighten it down by hand. I don't want it tighter than that. Okay. Okay, can you let the cherry picker down just a hair? That's it. Can you spin that front wheel? It's in gear, right? Yeah. God, I hate front wheel drives.
Can't just get a clamp and
What?
Pull that in together.
It's got the clutch disc. So this sets in between the flywheel and the pressure plate. I got to get the splines of the transmission in that. So it's got to be straight with the transmission. It's got to be lined up and splined correctly to be able to go in. That's where all the fun goes away. Loosen that up, I guess. Okay, so is the gap on the front and the back the same? Like
No.
top and the bottom? Like, is this a straight line? This space straight all the way down?
No. It's way bigger back here.
What?
It's bigger back here.
You misunderstand what I'm saying. Okay. What I'm saying is, this gap from here to here is the same as this gap from here to here. Meaning, honey, that the motor and the transmission aren't at different angles. That's one of the ways you can tell they're at the same angle. You see that bolt?
Yeah.
Tighten it. Okay, pull that one out. Are one of these other bolts longer? Or are they the exact same length?
No, this one's a little bit longer.
Well, that one with the space, the one with the bracket on it, is the one that was right there.
This one?
Yeah. Take the bracket off. Yeah, let's screw that one in.
All the way?
Yep, all the way. Sweet. I can be pulled out now. Sorry, I'm tired.
Bolts for the motor mount?
On. Those are 14s on the ratchet. It's on the electric ratchet.
This is a 14 also.
That's a short one, yes. How long were those?
What?
How long were those? They weren't that long, right?
No.
That one's really short. I don't know where Seth has the other one. Here's the washer for it. You don't want to tighten
I'm
those
not
all the way down.
tightening it.
So
I'm
you got
taking it out so I can show you the link.
Oh, okay.
That one. Nope, that's too
No,
fat.
it's too short. I don't know. I got one that'll work.
I don't know where that took butter off. I don't butter off. I took it off the first time. You took it off the second time.
He said he got one that'll work. You need to get your chores done. We're not going anywhere until after I'm done helping Dad out here.
You want to lower the engine back or lower the car back down? Oh, he could start rotating the tires and getting. That's far enough. He can start getting the other two tires mounted.
Oh, I was going to see if you wanted to drop my car off at discount this morning.
Huh?
I was going to see if you wanted to drop my car off at discount this morning.
You want me to follow you over there?
Just we could drop it off.
Okay, then we need to go now.
Is that okay?
Yeah, we can.
All right, we took a little break to take my car to discount tire. Needed its tires rotated and balanced. Now we're back. We got one motor mount in, maybe two. I think just one. Yeah, I got one motor mount in. All the bolts for the bell housing are in. And yeah, gonna keep on going. The kid is putting new tires on the fronts because they were pretty shot. So those are the tires that were on the front.
There's a wrench on there. That seat. What size is that?
There's an 18 mil and a 10 mil. What are we doing?
Tightening up the tensioner. Okay. That's down. That's tight. All right, we can go back down. I think I know why I couldn't find some bolts.
They're in the trunk.
Because these are the bolts that we used to take this apart and put it back together. And those were the bolts that were like spare stuff off the other motor. I got 2 more tires coming, but they won't be here till like later in the week.
Right when I won't be here.
Nope. Dad'll have to do them.
Or you're just gonna wait until I get back.
I can't hear you.
Or you're just gonna wait until I get back.
No, because I want to drive this thing. I need to drive it. I need to get it through emissions. I need to get tags on it. I need to a whole bunch of stuff. And I can't find the bracket. And I had it earlier, and I said it was all this. That's where I put it. Mom's being like Superwoman.
They said that was the last rotation and balance I had on those tires.
What? Those tires are like brand new.
They said their thread comes out like 5s and 6s is what they showed me. The thread depths.
When did we put those tires on? 50,000 miles?
The receipt's probably in my car.
Yeah. That's whatever.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, I'll have you look at them. But
Yeah, like
that's what they said.
That's low. Like, that's not many miles out of those tires. Maybe it was. No, because we didn't put them on till like 50,000. Because I got a whole bunch of miles out of those factory tires, and I was super surprised.
I can't find a receipt for last time you bought tires.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that.
I have the receipt for the tires you bought last month. And I have receipts for buying certificates.
I'll get it figured out. I'm not super concerned about it, honey. I'm tired.
I could be doing stuff.
The problem is, honey, like half this stuff I didn't take off set there.
Oh.
So I'm just trying to figure out where, like, I know these are all injectors. So that clips there. 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 Do you want to find some wire loom in my box?
What?
Wire loom. So my orange cart. I have split loom down on the bottom mostly. Small stuff. That right there. Yep. Grab that. I'll show you. So I kind of take it and go, okay, I need it to be about that long. And then this is split. So you then just take it, you open it up, and you just put it around everything. Like that piece can be done that way. This right here, I'm gonna want done.
I didn't cut that long enough, did I?
No, that's fine.
You want this piece cut off?
That works for me.
Should this piece have the bigger one on it?
Yeah, probably. Which I got some bigger stuff over there.
You're missing one.
Huh?
You're missing one.
Can't hear you.
You're missing one.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's supposed to be a bolt or a stud. It's supposed to be a stud. But I have a stud that I pulled. That one right there. Chuck, you're bored? I can sit down and you can do everything.
I don't know what to do.
I'm guessing.
Your guess is going to be way better than my guess. Can I use this or okay?
I would rather use this because that made it seem like that was getting super tight. Oh, loosen that up. You want to just snug so that when you tighten the bottom one down, if it's not aligned correctly, you just don't move. Now we go up here. All right, so I've gotten everything back together, which took me a little while because my son disassembled a lot of this stuff and I wasn't paying attention. So I got it all figured out. Right now, I have basically the header catalytic converter's on, but it's open. I don't have the mid pipe from the cat to the backside of the exhaust, which is not a huge deal. It'll be a little loud to start it, but I don't have it set that way because I want to make sure this thing fires up before I button everything back up on it. What I mean by that is before I fill it up with coolant, before I Have the exhaust all hooked up. I got everything hooked up. It should run. Shouldn't have any oil leaks. This should start. I threw a battery in it, but the battery that I threw in there had a hole in it, which I knew it did, but it was worth a shot because I don't want to buy a battery until I know this thing runs with no problem. So this is really old gas, and I'm hoping it'll run on it. Do not tell me this starter is fried, which I think it is. Which now means I need a starter for this damn thing. Let's take a look at that real quick. Something I don't remember tightening 8 or the 13, but did I? We're going to check. We're going to check real quick. I also don't remember. I hooked up the grounds back there, but if I recall correctly, there's another one up here, big cable, but I could be wrong. Let me take this thing up, check the. That fell. Oh, haha! Maybe that's what it is. I did not hook up one of the grounds. Let's see if that is what's causing part of our problems. And I have this one on there already. There we go. I'm hoping that's what it was. And if that's the case, this thing should fire up now without an issue. Hoping that's all it was. So, I got my 10 mil over here still, the other one. So, I think one of these cables I did not have, well, I know one of these cables I didn't have hooked up to the stud right there off the starter, the ground side. Not the power side stud, but the ground side stud. I had all the single grounds hooked up, but there was a large cable right there. See if that took care of it now. Now this has super crappy gas in it, so I would not be surprised if it doesn't want to run very well. Alright, so what that tells me, that's all running good. So now I can put the exhaust in this, I can put the serpentine belt on this, I need to fill it with coolant, need to fill it the rest of the way up with power steering fluid. Doesn't sound like it's knocking or anything, which tells me the pump should be good. I didn't see an oil light, but I'm not sure it has one. I don't know. I don't ever see it. But what I'm going to do now is, so I'm trying to make it where you can see up in there. This little area is pretty tight. So, if I recall correctly, I went across that one and across the power steering pump. Does not go across the power steering pump. It went down like this. Back up like this. No, doesn't go that way. So I may actually have to pull out my phone and look. Oh, dang. Okay. I was way off. Alright. So, go across there, across to here, back up and over. And, okay. That is over 13, it looks like. all the way on. Oh. There we go. Okay. We now have serpentine belt on. Exhaust is on. I'm gonna fire it up for a second because I need to get power steering fluid. Ooh, nice and quiet. Nice start. Everything. Sweetness. Power steering, got a whole bunch of foam in it, so that may actually be full enough. I don't think I have any coolant, so we may just end up using water. Yep, I am out of coolant. Water it is. Thought I had some Dex Cool. Matter of fact, I know I got some Dex Cool. Where did I put that Dex Cool? So if I find that Dex Cool, I'm pretty good, I think. Oh, it's on the shelf. Huh. Why would I put that there? I don't know. See if there's any pressure in the system, which is low, super low. That's not really showing any in there, but I just bought a couple cans, so I'm probably going to throw a can or two in it just to see what it does. Which probably ain't right, because that means it's leaked out, and that means there's a leak, which means this is just going to leak out. But I'll have cold air for a few days. Let's see what it does. Oh, there we go. Kicking the compressor on and off. Bill's going to have some AC. At least for a little bit. Fan's going. I now got a running car. Yay! How hot is this? Not hot enough, I can't touch it. We'll see how long the AC lasts. I don't have high hopes for that. Oh, my Billiam hat. Alright, first drive. Hey, it actually moves under its own power, which it had not prior to this. So, temp staying right in the center. AC's blowing cold. I think it's time to pressure wash this engine compartment. I need to get a battery for it. It's correct. We're gonna pressure wash this thing up. Get it not necessarily squeaky clean, but clean enough that it don't look like a hoopty. Get oil and dirt and rat turds off of it. So this thing has literally been parked out in the middle of a field for a long time. So let me, oh, I am leaking power steering fluid, it looks like. And I'm leaking coolant. Now the power steering fluid, I do not see where that is coming from. That may be oil, now that I look at that. Hope it is not. No, I'm gonna have to go back up on the lift to see. Maybe dripping some oil. We're gonna find out though. So, let me get you over here. Sorry, I saw oil on the ground. That's right by the front tires. So, that would be off the oil pan or off something. So, set you right here. Let me do some spring cleaning. Figure out why it's got an oil leak now. Go from there. If it is crank seal, I need to look at the old one. I'm wondering if it's supposed to get a crank seal, and I didn't check that pump before I put it on. No, I didn't. Needs a crank seal, I bet. I don't know. We'll see. Make sure it starts again. All right. Well, that's pretty much done. I got some touch-up stuff here and there. Nothing real major. I'll get it figured out, get it all back together, get it running. We'll get it cleaned up. I got 2 more tires coming for it. I got to pull that apart, figure out what's going on with the oil leak. If that is just the lower crank seal, I got to pull the timing belt off, but that's not super hard to put back on. I can get all that off in the car. I'm not too worried about that. I don't even have to take the motor mount off, I don't think. So that shouldn't be too big of an obstacle. Get that figured out. I should have checked it beforehand, but I don't remember looking. So there we go. Probably see it here in a little while. I just got a few parts to put back on it. I got a heat shield for the exhaust. I got to put the hood back on. I got windshield wipers for it. I want to reset the wipers lower because those are way too high. This should be down here. Get it cleaned up, hood back on, get all that going, figure out the oil leak, and then go from there. Hopefully, shouldn't be too long. Next week or so.